Hey guys, what's going on today? This week, actually, we're going to take a look at translations, reflections, and rotations. Here we go. All right, here's your warm up today. So, real quick, as I go over it, you guys had a chance to work on this in class. What I want to do is I want to pay attention to a few things. First, I want to pay attention to what's up here, right? And I just kind of covered that up for you. So, let's start over and let's try that one more time. 3 units to the right and 4 units up. Now this isn't telling me an XY, but 3 units to the right is going to be an X movement, and 4 units up is going to be a Y movement. So what I need to do is I need to move or translate each one of these over 3 units. So if I start here at F, I have F, right? Goes to there, 3 units. Now I have to go up 4, which brings me right to my magical origin, right? So there's my origin. Over 3, up 4. All right, again with K. Over 3, 1, 2, 3, up 4, right? And that's going to be just 1 above right there. And last but not least, we'll call that F, call that K, right? That's the prime. All right, and then we have I, which is going to go over 3, up 4 to right there. And that is my I right there. Connect the dots. That's not perfect, but you guys get the idea, right? Same thing here. I'm going to go 3 units to the right. All right, and I'm going to show you kind of a shortcut on this one in 6 units up. So I'm going to start at L. 1, 2, 3, it brings me right over to the origin. I'm going 6 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so there's my L right there. Sorry about that, the stylus is not accurate. Now I know N is 1 unit below that L, so I'm going to make that right there. Right, I know B is 2 units over, 1 unit up. Right there. All right, so there's L, there's N, there's B. Next up I have C, which I know is going to be 1 unit down and 3 units over. Put it right there, and now I can close this up and I have my shape. Right, I come over to do this. I got to distribute first. Right, negative 6x minus 18 or plus 48. Wow, plus 11 equals 12x. All right, let's start over there. All right, let's write a little bit smaller, a little bit closer. Let's make that work. All right, so I distribute. I get a minus 6x plus 48 plus 11 equals 12x minus 1 minus 12x. Now combine my like terms. Right, here's a 48 and 11. Here's a 12x and a minus 12x, right? So what I have left over is I have minus 6x plus 59 equals negative 1. Subtract 59 from both sides, and I'm left with 6x equals negative 60. So negative 6x divided by negative 6 divided by negative 6, and x equals 10, and we are done. So when we talk about this today, I want you guys to take notes, and here's what a translation is. Translation is any figure that can slide in any direction. So if you look at the pre-image, you'll see that it's a pentagon, and then we just slide it over. We don't spin it, we don't rotate it, we don't change any points. We're simply moving it, and it's that easy, all right? Reflection, we're going to draw a line and kind of treat it like a mirror, and we're going to show the reflection of it. Think of like a skyline reflecting off of the water. Or think of, why ambulance is backwards on the front end of an ambulance, right? Can't read it when I'm looking at it, but if the ambulance is behind me, I know it's an ambulance, right? And that's kind of what we want to do with reflection. Next up, we see a rotation. A rotation is just basically going to rotate around a certain point. So if it rotates around, say, the origin, what you're going to do is move all of those points in that certain thing. So this is a 180-degree rotation here, and you can see that it's completely flipped the orientation of that one. So when you guys take a look at translations, all right, what you're going to do is basically follow these steps. All right, so what I know is I know that I'm going to do this, all right, and this is my rule basically. It's going to tell me x plus 8 and y minus 5. That's the simple rule. So all I have to do is go through and say, well, okay, for every x that I have, I'm going to add 8 to it, and for every y that I have, I'm going to subtract 5. And that simplifies it and gets it done. Right? Now when we look at reflection, here's a helpful chart that we took notes on in class to look at our reflection, right? We do the x-axis, we make the y negative. We do the y-axis, we make the x negative. We do the origin, we do both negative, right? And last but not least, if we do a diagonal line, we just flip the rotation there. So basically what we want to do is multiply by -1 for the first 3 and interchange for the last one. All right, last but not least is the rotation, which is the hardest one in my opinion. And what you have to do is just basically rotate those images around each other to make them kind of fit. And these would be your notes today. All right, so when we look at something, right, if I want to go 5 units up of B, go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there's my new B, right? Oh, I got to go 5 units over, too, to the left. My bad. So there's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my B prime, right? F, I'm going up 5, which is going to take me to the top, over 5, which is going to take me to right here. Here's my F prime. All right, P, I'm going up 5, over 5, right? Put me right there for P. And then last but not least, up 5, over 5, right? Which is going to put me right about there for P. So there we go, like that. Just like that, and it is done. I'm only going to do one of these for each one. So a reflection across negative or y over 1 here. Right, here's y equals 1. So I need to basically reflect across that line. So what I'm going to see is I know that this point is going to come over to here. And we're going to go like that and that. Right, and this goes 3 on this side. And this goes 2, and now I'm done. All right, and last but not least here. Right, a rotation across the axis. My first move is going to be to rotate and point that down. My next move is to be right here for my Q. All right, my R is going to be 3 above that right there. And my P is going to be 1 below R. And there we go. All right, that's a basic reflection. It's not too hard when you think about it, going around that origin. Here's my point of reflection, and it goes 180 degrees, which means it's going to point the other way. So I want to thank you guys for watching. That's kind of it for the week. It's pretty simple, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys soon.